Instant match reaction. It finishes at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, West Ham 0. A late Scott McTominay extra time opener wins the game for Manchester United and sees his advance into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. So, we got the job done, but it was hard work tonight. Of course, throughout the whole 90 minutes, we were very, very poor. Below standard, definitely for me. Of course, we struggled to break down West Ham in the first half. The second half was poor, but the main thing I took out of that game is that what we would like about Bruno Fernandes? Because if he was to get injured or, he was out for a certain amount of time, that team on the pitch tonight would struggle. That team on the pitch wouldn't score goals. We looked clueless. We had no one in the middle of that field to create chances or find that final ball. And that was really frustrating for me because, if Bruno does eventually get injured, which he will, I reckon, then we're going to be lost. We're not going to be able to score goals. So that was frustrating, but the main thing tonight was to get through and, advance into the next round, and we done that tonight. Because for me, we need to focus on the cups now, and we need to focus on winning some silverware. So a team lineup going into the game, it was a mixed one, really. We saw a lot of changes. Of course, it was Dean Henderson in net instead of De Gea, which I was fine with. Left back, Alex Telles came in for sure. Then alongside him, it was Maguire and Lindelof, and at right back, it was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. In the middle, it was a pivot of Matic and Fred, which I was okay with. I said that in my preview as well, so I was happy I got that right. Mctominay was on the bench, but he came on a bit later. Ahead of him, it was Donny van de Beek starting, which I was surprised with. I wouldn't have thought he would have started today, but he started in his favourite position in that number 10, and I thought he had a terrific game today. I thought he was brilliant today. So I'll talk about him a bit later on the player ratings. But on the left, it was Rashford. On the right, it was Greenwood. And up front, Cavani came in. No, Martial came in for Cavani. So that was the team going into the game. And it was a very interesting first half, to be honest. Nobody was on top. I think, Manchester United looked like we were going to score more than West Ham did. But I think we only tested him once or twice in the first half. There was an early chance from Lindelof. It was a great save from Fabianski onto the post. And then we had another chance from Donny van de Beek, who had his shot blocked. But other than that, it was poor. It was possession. It was passing back. And we had we were struggling going forward, to say the least. And then it goes 0-0 into the second half. And we see the same thing again. Poor play, not finding that killer pass, struggling to break down West Ham. And I was surprised it didn't go for that game. I was very surprised that they sat 11 men behind the ball, because I would have thought they would have wanted a cup run, but obviously not. They sat there to try and drag the game to penalties, and in the end we punished them. And, we needed to. We needed something special to happen, and it did in the first half of extra time. So that was the second half, and, I was really frustrated. I was really pissed off that we couldn't find an opener in the first 90 minutes because, of course, as I said, we needed to bring on the likes of Bruno, McTominay and Shaw to even have a chance at winning, which is worrying for me. But just that was the game, really. It wasn't an interesting one. It was a very boring game. But as I said, we needed to win this game, and I'm glad we pulled through. So let me get into my player ratings. So my player ratings for the game: Dean Henderson, an average 6, kept a clean sheet, didn't have too much to do in the game. There's not really much to talk about for him, so I'm not going to rate him any higher than that. Then left back, Alex Telles, who I thought was really poor at times today. His final ball was awful, his decision making was awful, and he had a lot of error passes. So yeah, it's not looking good at the moment for Alex Telles. It's another poor game for him. He needed to perform today and he didn't. So he's probably going to get a 5 for me, just below average. And then Lindelof 6 and Maguire 6. I think didn't have too much to do today. Of course, there was only a few counter-attacks on West Ham, but overall I thought, they were quite good at the back. And Wan-Bissaka probably a 6 as well. Of course, didn't have much going on forward. Couldn't really get forward tonight, really, could he? And he didn't really deliver any crosses. So yeah, just an average 6 for me. Could go down to a 5, but I didn't think he had a too bad of a game. And then in the middle, Matic, probably like a 5 or 4. Really poor today from Matic, of course. I think he just had it now. I think he's had it. It's like Mata. I think, he cannot be playing games for Manchester United anymore. But I'm going to give him a 5. Alongside him, Fred again was very poor today. Of course, as I say all the time with Fred, it's all about him being limited as a player, because he has no forward passing range. His work rate unreal. His work rate in the middle is exceptional, but, he cannot be that guy in that midfield going forward or trying to cut through the lines, because he can't do that. So overall, I'm going to give him a 6 today. I thought it was alright, had a few mistakes at times, but, nothing too bad. And then, of course, ahead of him, Donny van de Beek. I thought he was great today. I thought Donny van de Beek was like a 7 or an 8. I thought he was our best player until he came off in the 77th minute. And that was, again, a bad decision, but we all could have called that. But, yeah, for me, he was very good today. I thought, he was involved in the majority of the play. He was trying to get through, but the thing with Donny van de Beek is we don't allow him to make as much runs as we would like Bruno and that, because we don't get the ball to him. So all the runs he makes don't get spotted. It's quite annoying. But, yeah, he had a good game today, Donny van de Beek. In his favourite position, in that number 10, I thought, had a very solid game. So he's going to get a 7. Then on the left, of course, Marcus Rashford had a decent game today. I thought he could have done more in the game alongside with Greenwood. I think they both could have done more, but going forward today they didn't create enough chances for me, so I'm just going to go with a solid 6 for Rashford and a 6 for Greenwood. I didn't think they were too exceptional. And then maybe a 7, maybe. But then, of course, up front, Martial, again, it didn't fall for him today. He had 2 clear-cut chances, which he should have scored, and he failed to do so again. So I'm just going to give him a straight 5, 6. I didn't think he was too bad today. He had some great work at his feet. I thought, he held the ball well. But other than that, he missed the 2 chances that were key. So I'm just going to go with it. I'll give him a 6 today. So they're the ratings, guys. Of course, McTominay gets a 10. He's come on, scored the goal. And I always said he was a box-to-box player. I always did. So he's going to get a straight 10 for me. He scored the winner. So, yeah. And then who else came on? Luke Shaw didn't come on for long. 30 minutes. Brandon Williams came on for 30 minutes, made a spectacular tackle towards the end. Bruno came on for the second, not too long as well. So that's it, guys. Not much to really talk about today. It was a very boring game. I hope you guys enjoyed my watch along. Get at that if you can. I'll be doing them more. But anyway, guys, make sure to drop a like. Tell me your thoughts on the game. Make sure to subscribe to Red Max TV for more content. Turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys for a West Brom preview.